Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science. I am so glad you found your way here. Tonight, you've got nothing to do but rest. Let your mind relax, your breathing slow, and your body grow light, as if gravity itself has softened, releasing its hold. You are safe here, nestled in the quiet comfort of our vessel as we prepare to drift through the most extraordinary weather systems the cosmos has ever forged. If these calm, curious explorations help you unwind or give you a quiet way to end your day, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps others find their way here, too, to this peaceful harbor in the vastness. Because tonight, we aren't simply listening to the gentle patter of rain or the soft sigh of an earthly breeze. We are journeying far beyond our familiar blue marble to worlds where the very definition of weather is stretched beyond imagination. Imagine, if you will, the absolute silence of the vacuum just outside our viewport, a stillness so profound it hums with its own quiet energy. And now, let us gently descend into atmospheres, so thick, so strange, so utterly alien, that their storms whisper tales of cosmic creation and elemental power. Close your eyes, and let the gentle hum of our ship be your lullaby as we begin our voyage into the heart of otherworldly tempests. Our first destination carries us to the outermost reaches of our own solar system, to a world swathed in the deepest, most melancholic blue. We are approaching Neptune, the distant ice giant, a planet that, despite its immense distance from the sun's warming embrace, is home to the most ferocious winds known to any world in our cosmic neighborhood. Here, the very air itself becomes a roaring, invisible river, flowing at speeds that defy our earthly understanding. Imagine winds that don't just gust or whip, but form an omnipresent, unyielding current, an immense wall of air pushing relentlessly across the planet's frozen face. On Neptune, these winds can surge past 2,000 kilometers per h-hour, a velocity that dramatically outpaces the speed of sound. Feel the soft, low rumble of our ship's hull, a subtle vibration against the ceaseless pressure of this atmospheric torrent. It's not the sharp, piercing shriek of a hurricane, but a deep, resonant thrum, a constant, monotonous whisper of power that seems to emanate from the very fabric of space itself. You might wonder how a world so far from the sun, receiving so little of its energizing warmth, could generate such colossal forces. On Earth, our winds are born from the sun's uneven heating, creating differences in air pressure that drive air currents. But our planet's intricate surface, its mountains, its oceans, its forests, creates friction, slowing these winds down. Neptune, however, is a vast, smooth sphere of gas and ice, an almost frictionless canvas. There are no jagged peaks to break the flow, no continents to impede the momentum. Once these winds begin to move, there is little to stop them. Think of it as a grand cosmic waltz, where the dancers are not individuals but entire atmospheric layers, gliding effortlessly past one another without resistance. The internal heat of Neptune, a subtle warmth radiating from its core, provides just enough energy to kickstart these currents. And once they are set in motion, unimpeded by friction, they accelerate, picking up speed, building into these incredible supersonic flows. It's a paradox of the cosmos. The less resistance, the greater the potential for unrestrained power. The atmosphere of Neptune is a swirling tapestry of hydrogen, helium, and methane. It is the methane that gives the planet its iconic azure hue, absorbing red light as reflecting blue. But within this beautiful, tranquil, looking blue, the winds rage. They sculpt the clouds into long, streaky patterns, like brushstrokes across an immense canvas, always in motion, always changing, yet always maintaining their relentless eastward push. As you listen to this deep, continuous rumble, let your own breath synchronize with its rhythm. This isn't a chaotic storm. It is an organized, planetary scale circulation, a perpetual motion machine of the atmosphere. There are no sudden lulls, no unpredictable gusts that might startle you. Instead, it is a steady, unwavering force, a constant presence that fills the void with its deep, low hum. It's the sound of a world breathing, a giant inhaling and exhaling with an ancient, unhurried grace. Imagine yourself floating gently within this soundscape, entirely protected, entirely at peace. The winds outside are not a threat. They are a lullaby, a testament to the immense silent forces that shape our universe. They remind us that even in the most desolate corners of space, there's a profound rhythmic energy at play. This sustained, almost meditative sound is designed to quiet the restless corners of your mind, to smooth away the day's anxieties, much like Neptune's winds smooth the planet's atmospheric currents. Let the deep frequency resonate gently through you, a subtle vibration that soothes and calms. This isn't a temporary squall. It is an eternal push, a fundamental aspect of this distant world's existence. And as you feel its steady presence, you can allow your own thoughts to become just as steady, just as calm. You are merely observing, a silent witness to a cosmic dance of air and energy, safe within your sanctuary. The uniformity of the sound, the ceaseless flow, becomes a gentle anchor for your awareness, pulling you deeper into a state of serene relaxation. The very lack of friction that allows these winds to reach such incredible speeds also means there's a consistent, unbroken quality to their sound. It's not a turbulent, broken noise, but a smooth, flowing current of air, a continuous stream. This unbroken quality is what makes it so uniquely hypnotic. There is no anticipation of change, no sudden shifts, just a vast, deep, consistent presence, like the steady pulse of the universe itself. Let this constant, powerful yet distant roar wash over you, clearing your mind and inviting a profound sense of peace. You are simply drifting, carried by the quiet strength of Neptune's eternal breath. From the ceaseless roar of Neptune's global winds, we now gently pivot, our vessel gliding silently towards a new set of atmospheric wonders, closer to the heart of our solar system. We are drawn to worlds where weather systems transcend the fleeting nature of earthly storms, becoming monumental, enduring monuments in the sky, swirling for centuries, even millennia. These aren't just storms. They are eternal vortices, cosmic clockworks in the gaseous envelopes of giant planets. Our first stop on this leg of the journey brings us to Jupiter, the magnificent king of planets, a world of swirling, colorful bands. And here, etched into its vast southern hemisphere, is perhaps the most iconic weather phenomenon in the entire solar system, the Great Red Spot. As we approach, you can begin to perceive its immense scale, a colossal oval of crimson and orange, larger than our entire home planet. Imagine an anticyclone, a swirling vortex of gas, so vast that it could easily swallow Earth whole, and has been doing so for at least 300 years, perhaps even longer. 3 centuries. Think of the generations, the empires, the entire epochs that have unfolded on Earth, while this single majestic storm has continued its slow, deliberate rotation in Jupiter's atmosphere. It is a testament to the sheer, unbridled power and the incredible stability that can exist in the deep, turbulent atmospheres of gas giants. Its reddish hue is thought to come from complex organic molecules, perhaps phosphorus compounds, brought up from deeper layers and altered by ultraviolet light from the sun. But its true magic lies in its persistence, its unwavering dance. As you gaze upon this colossal spinning eye, let your thoughts drift into its rhythmic motion. It is not a frantic, chaotic swirl, but a slow, majestic turning, a grand wheel in the sky. Picture its edges, where the gases float counterclockwise, gently shearing against the surrounding atmospheric currents. The great red spot is like a colossal cosmic gyroscope, maintaining its equilibrium through sheer momentum and the intricate dynamics of Jupiter's powerful jet streams. Its rotation is a hypnotic, steady rhythm, a visual metronome for the mind. Feel the subtle pull of its rotation, not a physical force, but a gentle mental suggestion. Watching something so immense, so ancient, so perfectly cyclical, can have a profoundly calming effect. It's a visual representation of eternity, of things that endure far beyond our own transient existence. The continuous, unhurried spin invites your own thoughts to slow down to align with its deliberate pace. There is no urgency in its movement, only the quiet, confident turning of an ancient, powerful entity. Now, let us turn our gaze to Jupiter's majestic neighbor, Saturn, the ring jewel of the solar system. Here, at its north pole, another enduring mystery awaits us, the hexagon. Imagine a perfect six-sided geometric shape, a colossal atmospheric feature, spanning over 30,000 kilometers across. This isn't just a randomly shaped cloud. It is a stable, persistent jet stream, a hexagonal vortex of winds swirling around Saturn's pole. The hexagon is a marvel of cosmic order, a perfect polygon carved into the swirling gases. It is as if a grand, unseen architect has drawn a precise blueprint directly onto the planet's atmosphere. The winds within this structure blow at incredible speeds, yet they maintain this uncanny, almost impossibly perfect shape. It has been observed for decades, a testament to its enduring stability, a silent geometric sentinel at Saturn's pole. As you observe this perfect six-sided pattern, let your mind embrace the sense of profound order it represents. In the vast, often chaotic expanse of the universe, here is a structure of exquisite precision, a testament to the elegant laws of physics. The edges of the hexagon are sharp, defined, yet the entire system is in constant, gentle motion, a slow, mesmerizing rotation around the pole. It is a dance of perfect geometry and fluid dynamics, a visual paradox that soothes the logical mind. The hypnotic power of these eternal storms lies in their unwavering consistency. They are not fleeting phenomena. They are fixtures, ancient spirits of the atmosphere, turning, churning, enduring. As you watch the slow, majestic spin of Jupiter's great red spot, or the perfect, serene rotation of Saturn's hexagon, allow your own internal world to mirror this cosmic rhythm. Let the persistent turning, the endless circulation, draw you into a deeper state of tranquility. These are systems that do not rush, do not falter. They simply are. Their rotation is a continuous loop, a cycle that has repeated countless times, and will continue to do so for ages to come. There is a deep comfort in this cosmic reliability, in the knowledge that some things in the universe maintain their steady, predictable dance. Let the gentle, persistent turning of these giant atmospheric wheels guide you into a peaceful, dream-filled slumber. You are watching the very breath of giants, inhaling and exhaling with an ancient, unhurried grace, and their rhythm is now yours. As we gently pull away from the enduring whirlwinds of the gas giants, our journey takes us further still, to worlds where the very essence of a cloud is redefined. On Earth, clouds are delicate formations of water vapor, soft and ephemeral, drifting across our sky. But in the alien tapestries of distant exoplanets and mysterious stellar remnants, clouds can be forged from materials far more exotic, far more dazzling, shimmering with an otherworldly brilliance. Imagine, if you will, looking up at a sky where the clouds are not soft white wisps, but glittering formations of precious gemstones. We are now approaching Hat, P-7b, a scorching hot exoplanet, a world of extremes. This hot Jupiter orbits incredibly close to its star, experiencing temperatures so intense that its atmosphere is a maelstrom of superheated gases. Yet, within this fiery embrace, something truly spectacular occurs. Here, the clouds are not made of water, but of corundum, the very mineral that forms rubies and sapphires. Picture this: vast, glittering formations, like colossal chandeliers hanging in the dark expanse of space. As the fierce starlight from its sun strikes these atmospheric jewels, they don't just reflect light, they scatter it, refract it, creating a breathtaking display of cosmic opulence. Imagine a sky where every cloud glitters with the deep crimson of rubies and the profound blue of sapphires, shifting and sparkling with every subtle atmospheric current. These are not the gentle, fluffy clouds we know. These are crystalline structures, perhaps sharp and angular. Yet from our distant, safe vantage point, they appear as a shimmering, ethereal spectacle. The light catching on their facets creates a luxurious, dreamlike visual, a celestial jewel box suspended in the heavens. Let your mind wander through these glittering vistas, imagining the silent dance of these precious particles, reflecting the ancient light of a distant star. It is a vision of unimaginable beauty, a testament to the universe's endless capacity for wonder. Now, let us drift towards another peculiar class of celestial bodies, brown dwarfs. These enigmatic objects are too massive to be planets, yet not massive enough to ignite the nuclear fusion that would make them true stars. They exist in a twilight zone, glowing faintly with residual heat. Their atmospheres a strange brew of elements, and within these atmospheres clouds are forming, but not from water or even from gemstones. On some brown dwarfs, the temperatures and pressures are just right for clouds of silicates to form. Silicates are essentially what sand and rock are made of. So imagine clouds made of tiny grains of sand, delicate particles of rock suspended high in the atmosphere. It is a paradox. Clouds, usually associated with softness and fluidity, here composed of the very essence of solidity. As these silicate clouds drift, they can sometimes rain molten iron or other heavy elements. But from our perspective, we are focused on the quiet majesty of these sandy veils. Picture vast, hazy layers, subtly glowing with the internal warmth of the brown dwarf, like immense diffuse nebulae. The particles are so fine, so numerous, that they create a soft, almost opaque curtain obscuring the fiery depths below. It is a vision of quiet, elemental beauty, a world where the very ground floats in the sky. The visual imagery of these crystal and silicate clouds is profoundly calming. They are not turbulent or threatening, they are magnificent, shimmering backdrops, slowly evolving. The light filtering through them, whether it is the brilliant sparkle of corundum or the soft, hazy glow of silicates, creates an atmosphere of serene enchantment. It's like watching a gentle, cosmic kaleidoscope where colors and patterns shift with an unhurried grace. These are clouds that speak of deep time, of geological processes happening on an astronomical scale. They remind us that the universe is a place of endless variations, where the familiar can be transformed into the utterly sublime. As you visualize these jeweled skies, these sandy atmospheric oceans, allow their quiet majesty to wash over you. There's a profound sense of peace in beholding such alien beauty, a beauty that exists far beyond our earthly concerns. Let your mind drift among these glittering formations, these soft, hazy veils. Imagine the subtle play of light and shadow as distant stars illuminate their surfaces, creating a gentle, ever-changing tableau. The silence of space amplifies their visual poetry. There is no sound of rushing wind here, only the quiet, mesmerizing presence of clouds made from stardust and precious stones. Allow this luxurious, dreamy imagery to envelop you, guiding your consciousness into a state of deep, restful peace. You are floating through a cosmic gallery, observing masterpieces of elemental artistry, and their serene beauty is your pathway to slumber. Because tonight, we are not simply observing weather. We are drifting through the very heart of creation, where the elements themselves are reimagined, and the familiar dance of rain and wind takes on forms both wondrous and deeply profound. Let your mind gently untangle itself from the day's concerns, allowing the steady hum of our vessel to become a lullaby. You are safe here, nestled in a quiet warmth, as we peer through the viewport into realms where the impossible becomes a serene reality. Far, far away in the chill, dark reaches of our own solar system lie worlds where the very concept of rain is transformed into something precious beyond measure. Imagine, if you will, the colossal gas giants, Neptune and Uranus, vast spheres of swirling gases, their deep blue and cyan hues hinting at the immense pressures within. Here, deep beneath the churning, turbulent atmospheres, where the weight of the world presses down with unimaginable force, something truly extraordinary occurs. The methane, a common gas, is squeezed and crushed, its atomic bonds strained and reformed by the sheer, relentless embrace of gravity. Under these conditions, the carbon atoms, once part of a simple gas, begin to crystallize. They draw together, atom by atom, with a slow, deliberate precision, forming perfect, immutable structures. They become diamonds, not just tiny specks, but vast quantities of these precious gems, born from the very heart of the planet. And then gravity, the silent architect of all cosmic forms, begins its patient work. These newborn diamonds, heavier than the surrounding liquid, start to fall. They descend through the planet's vast, super-pressurized oceans of liquid methane, hydrogen, and helium, a slow, eternal downpour unlike anything known on Earth. Picture them, if you can, as a gentle, shimmering hail, thousands upon thousands of facets catching the faint, internal glow of the planet's core. Each diamond, a tiny, perfect prism, slowly, gracefully, making its way deeper into the planetary interior. As they fall, they might gently collide with one another, a soft, ethereal tinkling sound, if sound could travel through such immense, dense liquid. It would be like 1,000 delicate wind chimes, playing a perpetual, silent symphony within the heart of a cosmic jewel. A sound almost imperceptible, a whisper of crystalline contact, a constant soothing current of precious stones drifting downwards. You can almost feel the gentle weight of them, a silent cascade of pure carbon, slowly accumulating, perhaps forming vast, glittering layers around the planet's core, a treasure hoard beyond human comprehension. This isn't a violent storm, but a quiet, patient descent, a slow accumulation of beauty forged under the most extreme conditions. It is a reminder that even in the most hostile environments, nature finds a way to create wonders, to craft something enduring and beautiful from the simplest elements. And as these precious drops continue their slow, silent journey into the deep, you too can feel a gentle settling, a quiet descent into the stillness of your own restful space. Now, let us shift our gaze to a world of breathtaking, yet dangerous beauty. Imagine a planet that looks like a perfect, deep blue marble, spinning gently in the black velvet of space. This is HD 189,733b, a gas giant orbiting a star 63 light years away. From a distance, its hue is so profoundly blue, so intensely vibrant, that it captures the eye and the imagination, drawing you into its mysterious depths. It is a world that seems to shimmer with an inner light, a precious gem suspended in the void. But this exquisite color, this mesmerizing cobalt blue, holds a secret. It is born from an atmosphere filled with swirling molten glass. Here the clouds themselves are not made of water vapor, but of silicates, the very stuff that makes up sand and glass on Earth. The temperatures are scorching, easily reaching over 1,000 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt rock. And when these silicates condense in the atmosphere, they don't form gentle snowflakes or soft rain. No, they form tiny, sharp shards of molten glass. But what truly sets this world apart, what makes its storms so uniquely mesmerizing and terrifying, is the wind. The winds on HD 189,733b are ferocious, roaring across the planet at speeds of up to 7,000 kilometers per h-hour. To put that into perspective, it is about 7 times the speed of sound. These super-fast winds grab the molten glass droplets as soon as they form, tearing them sideways across the sky. So instead of falling vertically like rain on Earth, the glass shards are propelled horizontally. A relentless, searing torrent. Picture it, not a gentle shower, but a perpetual sideways blizzard of molten glass, shimmering with that intense cobalt blue. The sky would be streaked with countless brilliant, razor-sharp fragments, each one reflecting the distant starlight, creating a dazzling, deadly spectacle. It would be like a continuous meteor shower, but one where the meteors are tiny, molten glass projectiles, flying parallel to the ground. The visual would be stunningly beautiful, a ceaseless dance of blue light, a fluid, shimmering curtain of destruction. From the safety of our ship, we can observe this otherworldly phenomenon, this dangerous beauty without fear. We see the streamlined trajectories of the blue fragments, like countless miniature comets, streaking across a deep blue canvas. The thought of such a beautiful, yet utterly inhospitable, world reminds us of the endless variety of the cosmos, and how even the most extreme conditions can give rise to breathtaking displays. Let the image of those shimmering blue streaks, those ribbons of molten light, gently guide your thoughts into a quiet, peaceful space, a deep, cobalt blue dream. As our journey continues, we find ourselves at another extreme, a world where the very air, the very essence of its atmosphere, is transformed into a heavy, metallic downpour. Welcome to WASP-76b, an exoplanet so close to its parent star that it is tidally locked, meaning one side perpetually faces its sun, locked in an eternal day, while the other remains in an endless night. The contrast between these two hemispheres is stark, creating a meteorological cycle unlike anything we know. On the day side, temperatures soar to an astonishing 2,400 degrees Celsius, hot enough to vaporize rock and, more importantly for our story, iron. Imagine walking on a landscape where the very ground beneath your feet is melting, and the air around you shimmers with the gaseous forms of heavy metals. Here, the intense heat causes iron to evaporate, turning it into a fine metallic mist that rises into the atmosphere. This iron vapor, driven by the planet's extreme winds, is then carried across the terminator line, the boundary between day and night, to the cooler, darker night side. The winds on WASP-76b are powerful, a constant, invisible force pushing the vaporized iron from the scorching day into the relative chill of the night. And on the night side, things begin to change. The temperatures drop significantly, allowing the superheated iron vapor to cool. As it cools, it condenses not into a gas or a cloud, but directly into liquid iron. Imagine the sky on this side of the planet, a dark, starless expanse from which heavy, molten droplets begin to fall. This is the iron rain, liquid metal raining down from the heavens. It would be a sight of profound, almost primal power. The drops would be heavy, dense, and glowing with residual heat as they descend through the dark atmosphere. Picture these molten droplets, each one a tiny incandescent sphere, slowly making its way to the surface, perhaps creating a soft, sizzling sound as they meet the cooler ground. It's a rain that speaks of immense weight and solidity, and as these heavy, metallic drops fall and cool and solidify on the night side of WASP-76b, there's a sense of grounding, of substance returning to form. The fiery, volatile essence of the day side is transformed into something stable, something solid, something profoundly still. This is a world where the very elements themselves undergo a constant cycle of vaporization and solidification, a cosmic forge where heavy metals are perpetually melted, transported, and then returned to a solid state. The image of this heavy molten rain slowly cooling and hardening can bring a sense of deep calm, a feeling of being firmly anchored. Just as the iron solidifies on that distant world, so too can your thoughts settle, becoming still and grounded, ready for a deep and peaceful rest. We drift on, leaving the scorching iron rains behind, and our ship now approaches a world veiled in a perpetual haze. This is Titan, Saturn's largest moon, a truly unique celestial body, a place where the familiar cycles of weather take on an utterly alien form. Here, the rain does not fall as water, but as liquid methane, a substance that on Earth is a gas stored under pressure, and the lakes and rivers that carve its landscape are not filled with water, but with liquid ethane, shimmering in the pale, diffuse light filtering through the thick, orange atmosphere. It is a world where the very definition of a liquid is rewritten, a testament to the boundless creativity of the cosmos, a realm of quiet, flowing mystery. Imagine a slow, deliberate drizzle, not of water, but of a substance colder than any ice on Earth, yet flowing with the ease of a gentle stream. On Titan, the atmosphere is so incredibly dense, almost 100 times thicker than Earth's, and the gravity so profoundly gentle that the methane raindrops descend with an almost dreamlike, languid grace. They don't plink or splash with the sharp, insistent urgency of an earthly shower. Instead, they make a dull, soft sound, a gentle, continuous patter, like countless tiny, liquid pearls settling on a vast, quiet surface. Each drop descends through the orange-brown sky, taking its time, a slow-motion ballet of alien precipitation, a testament to a world where everything moves at a more profound, unhurried pace. You can almost hear it now, a soft, persistent whisper against the hull of our vessel, a continuous, muffled drumming that seems to absorb all tension, all hurried thoughts. It's a rhythmic murmur that invites your mind to slow its own pace, to match the unhurried descent of these frigid droplets. They gather, coalescing into winding streams that meander across the moon's frozen plains, eventually finding their way to vast, dark lakes. These are not mere puddles, but immense, tranquil bodies of liquid hydrocarbon, some as large as Earth's Great Lakes, stretching across horizons. These lakes, like Ligeia Mare or Kraken Mare, are vast, dark mirrors, their surfaces often smooth and glassy, reflecting the hazy sky above with an eerie stillness. They are broken only by the occasional, slow ripple from a passing breeze or the languid impact of another methane drop, creating concentric circles that expand with exquisite slowness, then gently vanish. The shorelines are not lapped by waves of water, but by a thick, viscous liquid, making a soft, almost muffled sound as it gently pushes against the frozen banks. It's a sound that speaks of deep stillness, of an ancient, slow-motion world where time itself seems to stretch and soften, where every movement is deliberate and unhurried, a world in perpetual, gentle motion. This is a world of quiet transformation, where the familiar elements of our own planet are reimagined in a colder, stranger light. The methane evaporates from the lakes, forms clouds in the atmosphere, and then falls again as rain, completing a cycle that echoes Earth's hydrological one, yet feels profoundly different, profoundly more tranquil. It's a liquid cycle utterly alien, yet utterly serene, a testament to the myriad ways the cosmos orchestrates its beauty, even in the coldest, most distant corners, creating a unique kind of peace. The air here is thick with nitrogen, much like Earth's, but the temperature plunges to hundreds of degrees below zero, making the methane and ethane stable as liquids, in a delicate balance. It's a paradox, a liquid world existing in a cosmic freezer, yet it thrives in its own quiet way, cradling its mysterious seas beneath a sky of eternal twilight, a sky perpetually shrouded in a gentle orange glow. The rain here is a lullaby, a soft, continuous hum that washes over the senses, leaving behind only peace, a deep, abiding calm that permeates every molecule of this enigmatic moon, inviting you to rest. Imagine drifting above one of these vast, dark lakes, the thick atmosphere muffling all external sound, save for the gentle, almost imperceptible lapping of the liquid shores. It's a sound of profound quietude, a world wrapped in its own gentle liquid embrace. The methane rain falls, not with a crash, but with a patient, soft insistence, inviting your thoughts to drift and dissipate, like the vapor rising from those alien seas. This is the sound of Titan, a world where the elements dance to a slower, more deliberate rhythm, a rhythm designed to soothe and to calm your busy mind. You are safe here, observing this strange, beautiful liquid dance, letting its slow, steady cadence guide your own breath into a deeper, more tranquil pattern. The gentle patter continues, a soft, endless whisper against the quiet of your mind, a soothing presence in the vastness of space, a liquid dream. Leaving the methane seas of Titan, we journey to a world of a different kind of exotic precipitation, one that defies our earthly expectations of snow, shifting from the languid to the ethereal. This is Kepler-13, a vast giant orbiting its star so incredibly closely that its day side is a scorching inferno, a blazing crucible where temperatures climb to thousands of degrees. Yet, even on such a relentlessly fiery world, snow falls. But this is no ordinary snow, no delicate crystalline water, but something far more peculiar and beautiful in its own way, a silent marvel in an extreme environment. Imagine a planet so intensely heated by its nearby star that its atmosphere is constantly being blasted and churned, a maelstrom of superheated gases. The temperatures on its day side soar to unimaginable levels, hot enough to vaporize most metals, turning them into gas. Yet, high in its cooler upper atmosphere, far above the inferno below, a peculiar and delicate phenomenon occurs. Here, in the tenuous, colder reaches, particles of titanium dioxide, the very same compound used in sunscreen to protect our skin from the sun's harsh rays, begin to condense. They form tiny, solid specks, shimmering in the intense starlight, a testament to unexpected chemistry. These tiny particles of titanium dioxide, like microscopic flakes of fine white powder, form clouds of a most unusual kind, and then, under the right, precise conditions of temperature and pressure in this elevated, cooler region of the atmosphere, they begin their slow descent. This is sunscreen snow, a gentle, ethereal fall of fine, white powder, high above a world that is otherwise a molten furnace. It's a silent, almost invisible precipitation, a soft dusting of cosmic sunscreen, a paradox of coolness in a world of fire, a delicate veil against the fury. You won't hear the familiar crunch of snow underfoot here, or the gentle swish of flakes against a window pane. Instead, visualize a world where, only in its highest, most remote reaches, a delicate, almost ghostly white mist slowly filters down. It's like a fine, shimmering dust, settling over the vast, turbulent expanse of the planet below, a veil of purity against a backdrop of cosmic violence, a quiet, luminous descent. Picture this, a colossal gas giant, its lower atmosphere, a maelstrom of heat and violent currents, a swirling, raging entity. But far, far above, reaching into the quiet reaches of space, there's a serene, almost detached layer where tiny, brilliant white particles drift downward. They catch the harsh light of their nearby star, sparkling like countless miniature diamonds, or perhaps like a shower of pure, white stardust slowly, gently descending, a silent cosmic snowfall. This snow doesn't accumulate into drifts or soft blankets as it does on Earth. Instead, it's a constant, gentle filtration, a fine powder that disperses and eventually vaporizes as it descends into the hotter, denser layers of the atmosphere below. It is a fleeting, ephemeral beauty, a silent, white whisper in the upper reaches of a blazing world, a fleeting moment of calm in a storm of heat, a delicate, transient dream. The image is one of profound purity and quietude, a soft white covering that gently cloaks the chaos beneath. If only for a moment, it's a visual lullaby, a reminder that even in the most extreme, most hostile environments, nature finds ways to create moments of delicate, unexpected beauty. The titanium dioxide snowfalls, not with a heavy impact, but with a weightless grace, like a cosmic dusting of pure white velvet, settling softly on the edges of your awareness, inviting a deep sense of peace. As you gaze upon this distant, shimmering phenomenon, let your mind become as still and clear as that high, cold atmosphere. Imagine the silent descent of those pure white particles, each one a tiny beacon of peace, slowly, gently, covering everything in a layer of serene white. It's a world being quietly purified, softly blanketed in a cosmic powder, inviting your own thoughts to settle and become still, like the silent falling snow on Kepler -13 ab. The white expanse brings a sense of vast quietude, a deep, cleansing calm, a gentle invitation to let go of any lingering thoughts and simply rest, drifting into a pure, white dream. From the soft, silent descent of sunscreen snow, we now turn our attention to a more energetic, yet equally mesmerizing celestial display. The silent pulse of plasma lightning. Forget the crashing thunder and blinding flashes of an earthly storm, the sudden, jarring interruptions of sound and light. In the depths of space, lightning can manifest as a distant rhythmic glow, a cosmic breath of light that resonates with a profound silent power, a visual symphony without a single note of sound, a quiet, mesmerizing force. Our journey first takes us to Venus, Earth's scorching neighbor, a world perpetually veiled in thick, swirling clouds of sulfuric acid. Within these dense, corrosive layers, where atmospheric pressures are immense and temperatures are extreme, powerful electrical discharges occur. These are not the familiar jagged bolts we see on Earth, tearing through the sky with a sudden roar. Instead, they are colossal, often silent, and far more potent, sometimes tens of thousands of times stronger than our terrestrial lightning. They are a display of raw, silent energy, a hidden dance of electricity. From our vantage point, shielded and safe within our vessel, these discharges appear as deep, internal flashes within the planet's perpetual cloud cover. You might see a vast expanse of yellowish, white clouds suddenly illuminated from within, a silent momentary brightening that spreads across hundreds of kilometers, then slowly, gracefully fades back into the murky gloom. It's a slow, deliberate pulse of light, a deep, internal throb within the planet's turbulent, hidden heart. There is no sound, no echoing boom, only the distant, rhythmic flicker, a silent testament to the immense electrical forces at play, a quiet dance of cosmic power, a visual lullaby. Now let us venture even further, to the enigmatic realm of brown dwarfs. These celestial objects are often called failed stars, because they are too massive to be planets, yet not massive enough to ignite the full nuclear fusion that powers true stars. They possess incredibly thick, complex atmospheres, swirling with exotic elements and vast quantities of dust, a chaotic ballet of particles. Within these turbulent, dusty envelopes, friction between countless particles can generate colossal static charges, building to an immense, unseen potential, a silent gathering power. When these charges build to an immense degree, they unleash spectacular displays of plasma lightning. Here, the lightning might not even be a flash in the conventional sense, but a slow, shimmering ripple of purple or deep red light, an ethereal glow that dances gracefully through the brown dwarf's vast, dusty atmosphere. Imagine a canvas of swirling dark clouds, suddenly crisscrossed by intricate veins of silent, incandescent light, like the luminous, intricate nervous system of a colossal cosmic being, pulsing with a silent life, a beautiful silent storm. This is lightning stripped of its sound, purified into a visual rhythm, a silent ballet of light and energy. It's not about the shock and awe, the sudden startle, but about the profound, silent power of the universe expressing itself in pure, unadulterated light. These distant pulses are like the universe's own breathing light, a slow, steady flicker that suggests an underlying quiet energy, a deep, cosmic inhale and exhale. They don't startle, they mesmerize, drawing you into their silent, rhythmic world, a silent, cosmic heartbeat. As you observe these silent, cosmic discharges, let your breath synchronize with their gentle, rhythmic pulsing. Feel the profound stillness that accompanies such immense power when it manifests as pure light, devoid of sound, a silent, powerful display. The distant, purple glow of a brown dwarf's electrical storm, or the internal, silent flashes within Venus's sulfuric clouds, become a visual mantra. They are a constant reminder of the universe's ceaseless, quiet activity, a vast, silent engine of creation and transformation, unfolding in the quiet depths of space, a peaceful, powerful presence. Let the soft, silent flickers of plasma lightning guide your mind into a deeper state of calm. Each pulse is a gentle beat, a silent rhythm that echoes the quiet beating of your own heart, a soothing counterpoint to the vastness around you. You are safe, observing these magnificent, silent light shows, letting their gentle, repetitive glow wash over your senses, easing you deeper into tranquility. The universe whispers its power in light, and you are here, serenely witnessing its silent, rhythmic breath, a perfect lullaby of cosmic energy, guiding you to a restful sleep. And so, as we journey further into the quiet depths of cosmic weather, our ship carries us to a world where even the mountains wear a cloak of silver. We are drifting now gently toward Venus, a planet often thought of as a scorching furnace, a world of unbearable heat and crushing pressure. And indeed, its surface is hot enough to melt lead, a desolate landscape of volcanic plains and towering peaks veiled in a perpetual, thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide. But even in this inferno, a strange, beautiful paradox unfolds high above the searing lowlands, on the very highest elevations of its formidable mountains. Imagine, if you will, the loftiest peaks of Venus, reaching up into slightly cooler, though still incredibly hot, regions of its thick atmosphere. Here, a peculiar kind of precipitation occurs, not of water, nor of sand, but of something far more exotic, something that whispers of heavy elements and silent chemistry. What falls here, what settles like a delicate dusting upon these ancient silent summits, is a metallic frost. It is not the soft white snow we know on Earth, but a shimmering, almost ethereal coating of condensed heavy metal sulfides, primarily lead and bismuth. Picture these majestic peaks, bathed in the perpetual twilight filtering through Venus's dense, yellowish clouds, and upon their highest reaches, a subtle, almost imperceptible sheen begins to form. It's like a whisper of silver, a glint of gold, as these heavy elements, vaporized from the lower, hotter regions of the planet, rise, cool, and then condense directly onto the cold, rocky surfaces of the mountains. They don't fall as snowflakes, light and feathery, but rather as microscopic particles, clinging to the stone, building up a layer that catches the dim, filtered sunlight in a way that is utterly alien and mesmerizing. This isn't a blizzard or a gentle flurry. It is a slow, quiet accumulation, a gradual transformation of the mountain landscape. The metallic frost covers the rugged contours, smoothing them with an otherworldly sheen. It gleams with a cool, almost lunar light, reflecting the diffuse glow of the Venusian sky. As you gaze upon it through our ship's viewport, you might feel a peculiar sense of calm, a deep, resonant stillness that comes from witnessing such a slow, elemental process. The very idea of metal snow on a planet so hot is a beautiful contradiction, a testament to the endless surprises the universe holds. Let your mind drift with this image. A mountain not covered in white, but in a metallic luster. A silent, ancient sentinel adorned with the rarest of frosts. The coldness here is not the biting chill of Earth, but a more profound, almost symbolic coolness. A quiet contrast to the fiery world below. It is a coolness that permeates the very air around these peaks. A stillness that invites your thoughts to slow, to settle, to find their own quiet, metallic sheen. The light shimmering off these lead and bismuth crystals is not harsh, but diffused, gentle, a soft, silver glow that seems to absorb all sound, leaving only a profound sense of peace. Allow that cool, metallic calm to spread through you, a gentle weight settling, soothing, bringing a deep, welcome drowsiness. Moving beyond the metallic mountains of Venus, our journey takes us to worlds where the very air itself can become a silent, creeping shroud. We are now heading towards the distant, colder reaches of the solar system, to places like Mars and Pluto, where the conditions are so extreme that familiar weather phenomena take on entirely new, ethereal forms. Here, we encounter the sublimation fog, a phenomenon where solids transform directly into gas, bypassing the liquid state altogether. It's a silent magic, a subtle disappearance and reappearance of matter, painting landscapes with a soft, blurring brush. On Mars, for instance, in the thin, cold atmosphere, the polar ice caps are not just made of water ice, but also vast quantities of frozen carbon dioxide or dry ice. When the Martian sun rises and warms these regions, the dry ice doesn't melt into a puddle. Instead, it sublimates, turning directly from a solid into a gas. This creates a thin, wispy fog, a low-lying mist that hugs the ground, drifting silently across the red plains and into the shadowed canyons. It's a fog that feels ancient, born of the planet itself, a breath of the Martian past. Imagine looking down from our ship. seeing these delicate tendrils of dry ice fog snaking through ancient riverbeds, caressing the slopes of dormant volcanoes. It's not a thick, opaque blanket, but a translucent veil softening the harsh outlines of the Martian landscape, blurring the edges of craters and rocks. The world below takes on a dreamlike quality, as if reality itself is becoming indistinct, hazy, inviting your mind to let go of sharp focus and embrace the gentle blur. And further out, on the dwarf planet Pluto, the sublimation fog takes on an even more profound serenity. Pluto's surface is covered in vast plains of nitrogen ice, with smaller amounts of methane and carbon monoxide ice. When Pluto swings closer to the Sun in its long elliptical orbit, some of this nitrogen ice sublimates, forming a thin, tenuous atmosphere. This atmosphere can then condense back into ice on the cold surface, or form wisps of nitrogen ice fog that cling to the ground, flowing like a slow, silent river across the frozen plains. Picture this, a vast, icy landscape, bathed in the faint, distant sunlight, and over it, a low-lying, almost invisible mist, made of frozen nitrogen. It moves with an exquisite slowness, a whisper of a breeze pushing it over the frozen terrain. This fog is so thin, so delicate, that it feels less like a physical phenomenon and more like a thought, a fleeting breath of the planet itself. It blurs the horizon, melts the distinction between ground and sky, and wraps the entire world in a blanket of soft, muted tones. Fog, in all its forms, has a unique ability to quiet the mind. It obscures the familiar, softens the harsh, and invites contemplation. As you watch these wisps of sublimation fog drift across the alien landscapes of Mars and Pluto, feel your own thoughts begin to soften, to blur at the edges. Let the clear, sharp lines of your day melt away, just as the distant world becomes indistinct beneath the gentle veil of mist. Your consciousness, like the landscape, can become hazy, indistinct, preparing itself for the deep, restful sleep that awaits. The world outside the ship is fading into a soft, beautiful blur, and so too can your awareness of the waking world. Finally, we arrive at the ultimate expression of cosmic weather, not as a storm or a precipitation, but as an ending, a gentle dissolution, the quiet disappearance of atmosphere itself. Our journey now takes us to worlds where weather, as we know it, is a fleeting phenomenon, destined to fade into the vast, silent vacuum of space. This is the phenomenon of atmospheric escape, the slow, inexorable unraveling of a planet's gaseous embrace, leaving behind only the stark, bare rock. It is the end of all storms, the cessation of all winds, a return to the profound, absolute stillness of the void. Imagine a planet, perhaps a hot Jupiter, orbiting incredibly close to its star. The star's fierce radiation and powerful stellar winds relentlessly bombard the planet's atmosphere. Like a sculptor slowly chipping away at stone, the star strips away the planet's gaseous layers, particle by particle, molecule by molecule. The atmosphere doesn't just dissipate, it streams away into space, often forming a long, shimmering comet, like tail that trails behind the planet as it orbits. It's a poignant image, a world slowly sighing away its very essence into the cosmic winds. Picture this ethereal tail glowing faintly in the starlight, a testament to what once was. It's a ghost of an atmosphere, a memory of winds and clouds, now stretched thin and vanishing into the interstellar medium. There's a quiet beauty in this slow surrender, a profound acceptance of the inevitable. All the roaring winds, the diamond rains, the metallic frosts, the swirling fogs, all of it eventually dissipates, becoming one with the silent, empty canvas of space. And for planets even closer or older, the escape is complete. Their atmospheres are entirely gone, leaving behind only a naked, rocky core exposed to the harsh vacuum. No more clouds to gather, no more winds to blow, no more rain to fall. Just the quiet, ancient rock bathed in the cold light of distant stars. It's a return to simplicity, to the fundamental quietude of existence. This final cosmic weather phenomenon is not about a storm's fury, but about its ultimate cessation. It is the journey from complexity to simplicity, from the bustling activity of an atmosphere to the serene emptiness of space. Let this image settle deeply within you, the understanding that all things, even the grandest of cosmic weather systems, eventually come to rest. All the noise, all the movement, all the intricate dance of elements, eventually dissolves into a profound and comforting silence. As we conclude our journey through these 100 quiet truths of alien weather, our ship now gently closes its observation windows. The last shimmering wisps of the evaporating atmosphere outside fade from view, and the vast, silent vacuum of space embraces us. The sounds of the universe, whether the imagined tinkling of diamond rain or the whisper of sublimation fog, now recede. Only the hum of our ship's gentle systems remains, a soft, steady rhythm that mirrors your own slowing breath. You have drifted through glass storms and iron downpours, witnessed mountains clad in metal frost, and seen worlds dissolve into the void. Now, all that remains is the profound stillness within our sanctuary, within your own quiet mind. The external world, with all its wonders and its worries, is now a distant echo. Allow yourself to feel the gentle, reassuring weight of your body, supported and safe. Let your breath deepen, slowing to an even, peaceful rhythm. The journey is complete. The storms have passed, the fogs have lifted, and the atmospheres have settled into their ultimate stillness. You are here now, embraced by a profound calm. Let go of any lingering thoughts, any small anxieties, just as a planet releases its atmosphere into the vast, accepting dark. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, but into the soft, welcoming depths of sleep. You are safe, you are warm, and you are drifting gently into the quietude of your own dreams. May your sleep be deep, and your dreams be soft and peaceful. Good night.